Hi everyone, my name is Fiona Solis and this is GenderStories because everyone has stories. Tonight my guest is Candice. Candice, how are you?
I'm very much fine. Thank you for having me, Ate Fiona.
That's good. Please introduce yourself.
I am Candice Aparicio. I am 22 years old. I am from the Philippines. I work as a model and I am very passionate about joining beauty pageants. So I considered myself as a beauty queen. And I'm also an advocate of mental health awareness. And that's what I'm fighting for every time I'm joining pageants.
That's amazing.
Of course.
Nice. So, before anything else, how is like working in a mental health issue, or do you have any organization for that part?
No, I'm actually a psychology student. I'm in my third year of psychology in Southwestern University. So I am into something that is very close to my degree. So that's why I'm fighting for that awareness.
Oh, it's a noble job. So, and you're a trans woman and you do the mental health thing. So,
It's actually very close to me. And
proud.
of course.
So let's go back to your childhood. How was your childhood like?
Actually, my childhood life was a very happy childhood life. It was not like a Disney story where I was being, like my dad would tell me not to be who I am. It was actually something I consider a perfect childhood because in terms of how I am as a person, my parents then told me that I could not be who I was or I cannot be who I am right now. They were actually very supportive. And
You're one of the lucky.
of course, I was very lucky. I am very lucky, and I'm so proud and thankful to God that God gave me a parents. Like not everyone can beat that. And yeah, my childhood was one thing I could like use an adjective for it. It was just a happy childhood.
It's amazing. So, how old are you when you discovered or find out that you were different?
I think I discovered when I was grade 2. I was 6 years old at that time. I knew I was different. I knew I was not. I know I was not. My physical self. I was different because I started to like someone in the opposite gender, based on the gender that was written to my papers way back in our country. So that's when I knew. I was 6 years old when I knew that I was really different. But I think I confirmed that I was really different when I was around 10 years old. I was
So, like-
in grade 6. That I was totally to myself. I know that I was really this. I was this. I couldn't confirm that I was a woman
That's true.
because I was still confused. But I knew I was confirmed that I'm not a man. I was different.
If it's true, because like the innocent mind of a child
Of
questioned to the people around us, telling us this is wrong and this is not who you are, like as if they knew who they were. So that's
And actually, a lot of my friends who are part of the LGBTQ community helped me really a lot to really find out who I really was. So those people surrounding me, like my tito, I have a gay tito, I have a transgender tita. So they actually helped me to really discover my real self.
so it's easier for you for your family to accept you because you have from the family background around.
Exactly.
Wow. So how was your parents really like tell you about like you're different, or they knew when you were young, or are you open to them like, mom, this is me? Because gay and trans are different. Like we don't tell our parents that, hey, I'm a woman, because they knew that from the beginning.
I do think that both of my parents really knew that I was also different, and I was just like I said. I had a very happy childhood. My parents were very just supportive. They didn't even question me. One moment, not any moment in time where they questioned me. Are you this? Are you that? No, it didn't come up to the time. They just let me be myself, and in in this conversation, we would go through my transition as well. When
Yeah, how old are you when you had your transition? Like
I was
taking hormones and then.
I started when I was first year high school. I was 12 years old.
Same, yeah.
It was actually not. It was just self medication.
Yes,
so
sure.
I remember like drinking some stuff, and my mom would ask me in the morning because I always like puke up or throw up, and my mom would tell me, "What are you doing?" and stuff like that.
So how thought you, your tita?
Actually, the friends that I have who are older than me, they told me to take this to make you look feminine, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I did follow.
From what they.
Yeah.
Wow. That's why. Look at her. Beautiful. Soft.
Thank you.
Because she did her
Started.
yeah, started very young, and then her body can really can produce the like a feminine
feminine
when you were
hormones.
younger, but when you're older it's very hard to cook
stop
to cook in your body. Like it's very 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 hard unless you're taking like really strong
Hormones.
hormones like injectable or things like that. So the operation thing, so when did you start your, how old are you when you had your like like undergo like the extreme like the painful.
So this was
operation.
the story about that. When I was 17 years old, I joined one of the most prestigious pageants in the Philippines for a transgender woman. That is Queen of the Philippines.
Yes.
And
so we're not, we didn't because we both joined in the same pageant
organization,
yeah,
but it's a different franchise.
Yes. So I was 2009, and then you are 2000.
I remember when Ate Fiona was joining Queen of Cebu, I was like stalking her because she's one of the prettiest, transgender in the Philippines during her time. Even up to now, you can see she's still gorgeous.
So tell us experience during.
So that was it. I joined Queen of the Philippines, and then that's when I started to have my first surgery, which is my boobs. So
17.
I had my boobs when I was 17.
Okay.
And after Queen of the Philippines, I finished there semi-finalist, and after that, it was going to be my birthday. It was supposed to be my dad asked me, "What do you want? Will you have like a debut, stuff like that?" Because I was turning 18, so or you would want to have something else. So I told them I want to have the sex change.
Yes.
Actually, my mom.
So wait, so because the viewers gonna ask question like in your, so do you have your parental like their, because the doctor will never do the procedure if you,
because
you're
here in
17.
no, I was 18. In Thailand, 18 is actually no. Actually, you're right, because in Thailand, 18 is actually minor. 21 is their legal age for the surgery.
True.
So okay, we will go to that part. So this is what happened. So I told my parents, like, I want to have the sex reassignment surgery.
Okay.
Actually, my dad didn't want me to have it, but I told him that I wasn't really happy what's between these legs. So he supported me. My mom actually flew with me here in Thailand because I need the consent from my mother. And I had it here. I was very happy. It actually changed my life 360 degrees. Sexually, physically, and mentally. I was very happy. And up to now, I'm really, really, I know that I'm really the woman that I am because of that surgery.
Yeah. Wow. Because because that's what you really want. That's what you.
That's what I really
so there's
dream.
No, how was the how was all this like, wow.
Oh my god. Actually, I would tell everyone during my surgery I went to one of the most I would say expensive or
famous, well known.
Yeah, well known international doctor who performs sex reassignment surgery, which is by Preacha Aesthetic Institute.
Yeah. Very expensive and very, very good. Yeah.
So I would tell all the viewers, it was really not hurt. It didn't hurt actually. The aftercare was the worst. The aftercare was the worst. So, girls, if there's an advice for me, if you would really want to have like a sex reassignment surgery, go for the best doctor because it's a life changing
Correct. It's tender love,
decision.
they're taking care of you like fully and well.
Exactly. It's a life changing decision. You will have that, like thing throughout your life.
Correct.
You can pull it back or like get it back again. So don't settle for
For less.
because life is expensive.
Because I
You
think
can-
for me,
Mm-mm.
I think it's easy. It was like a really easy healing process for
It
you
was a
because
really
because you have the love, you have the
Mhm.
support, you have physically ready and
Mhm.
mentally because you have no doubt.
Exactly.
You don't have because when you don't have the support and when the mind
Because sometimes this is what actually we learned in psychology that if your mind is stressed, it affects your body. So what you think is what you become. And during my surgery, I was just, it was just something like I flew to Thailand. It was just that there, and I went to the doctor. I went to see psychologist here to do the test and stuff like that. And it was just easy flow. Like it was just
What
perfect.
was your like because you're studying now and you're in third year, so back to your school days or the elementary days. So how was your classmate or teachers treat you? Have you had experienced any
This is actually what I will
rejection
tell you
or
because I studied in my province. I studied in Bohol. So in my place, my parents was actually very known.
Yes,
So I had that life where everyone respects me. So you know that.
true.
I
You have
ac-
a privilege.
Yeah. I actually didn't get the chance to be bullied because of my sexuality when I was a kid. I
Very
mean,
lucky.
I'm really not lying, but I really didn't have that experience. But that's when I told myself, "Na, oh my God, I can really be who I really want," because
It feels
I
like
didn't feel anything. No one even ever bullied me. But when I went to college, that's when I realized that's what out of the town. So I went to Cebu to study college. That's when I saw the real world where there's something happening to people like me. So that's when I thought, not oh, the world is really something. It was not an easy world. This is the real world that I am seeing right now.
So that's really cool, like knowing her, like because I met her here in Thailand. She's very kind, like that her background, her like growing up, like comfortable life, but she's still very kind. Like she's passionate and she willing to help others or care. So that's really like inspiring for like um, growing up trends.
You no matter
Because
what
very kind.
because no matter what you have in life, you have to be very kind and very humble. I honestly would tell you this, Ate Fiona. When I was younger, I was a brat. I have an attitude, I would say that, but as you get older, you learn that kindness is really something, and
And being grateful.
and being grateful of what you have, and being grateful means that you have to share it to others. What you have,
You
there's-
are really sharing. That's very very kind of you, and then you go.
And
I congratulate your parents. Like
Mhm.
I mean, I salute for them for like really not so hard on you.
If I could give an award to my parents, I would give it to them.
That's
Exactly.
nice. But you 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 really like show appreciation from your
Mhm.
parents and love. So it's just wow. Like
Yeah, I was really happy.
I'm speechless. So okay. So what inspires you today? Not just today, but in life.
A lot of things inspires me today. A lot of my parents inspires me to to be something better, because I want to give them back what they have given to me. So I have to be very successful. Um, Actually, we would go to that last one. Well, so
If you want, but it can be forever. So,
I know. Exactly, but yeah, actually, I inspired myself as well. I see a lot of people in my community, transgender people that I'm inspired with, that I want to be like them. Um, and yeah, especially you. When I was younger, you were one of my inspiration. I was looking up to you.
I love that. So I really believe in to be inspired, not to be idolized,
Exactly.
and to inspire is seeing someone that I want to be like them, but not like really duplicating.
Yeah.
So because we are different and unique in our own ways.
Exactly.
So what is your advice to parents who have LGBT child, and if they don't know how to to care or
Well, I'm not in the position to be someone to say something, but I think it would not be easy for parents, because I know if maybe I would become a parent, I would also think that what my child could go through if this child becomes part of the community. But I think I would one message to them is to love your child. That's your child. That's like a gift from God. You made that child out of love.
correct.
And no matter who they are, no matter what they are, always believe in them. And always trust what God's plan for them. Because a kid who is part of the LGBTQ community is a kid full of such love and care that you can have from them. And you would be a really lucky parents to
So-
have such a kid,
Yeah.
a gay, a transsexual, bisexual, or a lesbian.
Just love unconditional.
Exactly.
So what is your message to people who are watching right now who are LGBT or non-LGBT people? So give us a message.
Well, to our community right now who is really going through in such, in the Philippines right now, we're going through such a big
Yeah.
um,
Issue about
about gender being separated from this thoughts. You know what? As a community, God is really happy to answer all our prayers.
That's very true.
But He would be most happier if we become an answer to our own prayers. And to my LGBT sisters also who are still confused, just believe in yourself. And always believe that an honest voice, your voice, what's in your heart is always louder than what other people says. It's always louder than a crowd. Always believe in yourself.
That's amazing. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And Candice, please social media account.
You can follow me on Instagram. It's CandyMin12. And my Facebook is Candice Aparicio.
Thank you, Sarah. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And one thing that I'm gonna share you words of wisdom: respect people the way you want to be respected. So love you and goodbye.